Okay. Okay. Then we also discussed. Okay. So I think, yes. Then we discussed the essence is to fix the mind on Krishna. That's the essence of sadhana bhakti. And then we discussed that there are two types of sadhana bhakti. What are they?
Vaidehi Bhakti and Raganuga.
Yeah, Vaidhi and Raganuga. So first of all, what are the three kinds of bhakti? We discussed this. Does anyone remember? We discussed. So first is
Sadhana Bhakti, Bhava Bhakti and Prema Bhakti.
Bhava, Prema.
yes, sadhana bhakti, then bhava bhakti, and then
Prema.
prema bhakti. And sadhana bhakti has two categories. That is Vaidhi
Vaidhi Bhakti. Raganuga.
and Raganuga. So basically, Vaidhi bhakti means we simply follow the rules, and Raganuga means we follow the rules with attachment. Understood? Raga, that means you have attachment. Okay? Or spontaneous, attachment. With attachment. So, okay. So is this point clear to everyone? Okay. So now let us go back to our, let's read from Srila Prabhupada Nectar of Devotion. We'll read from there. So we're in second chapter. Anyone remembers where we stopped in second chapter?
So I think we completed the second chapter.
Okay. Yes. Actually, we didn't complete. There's some portion remaining. Okay. So let us quickly revise a little bit. So in the second chapter, we saw that what is different types of bhakti and how we get the bhakti. Eligibility of bhakti is by mercy of Guru. Brahmanda Brahmite Kono Bhagavana Jeev. Guru Krishna Kripa Pai. Bhakti Lata Bij. We also saw that. So, okay, now, yes. So, this is Narad Muni mentions sadhana bhakti in 7th canto. What he says? Katamopi na venasyat. Okay. Tasmat kenapi upayana mana Krishna niveshayet. Can someone read the translation of this verse?
Somehow or other, one must consider the form of Krishna very seriously. Then, by one of the 5 different processes mentioned above, one can return home back to Godhead. Atheists like King Vena, however, being unable to think of Krishna's form in any of these 5 ways, cannot attain salvation. Therefore, one must somehow think of Krishna, whether in a friendly way or inimical.
Yes. So that is the essence of sadhana bhakti. So if someone says, what is the essence of sadhana bhakti? The answer is that somehow we have to remember Krishna. Okay. Okay.
I think we have to read from in the statements of Sukadev Goswami, that paragraph.
Is it above or below?
After Narad Muni and everything, all those.
It's okay. I'm trying to revise. Okay,
Yeah.
so how do we fix our mind on Krishna? What's the best way?
Chanting.
Sadhu Sangha.
Yes, but what do we do in Sadhu Sangha to fix our mind?
Shravanam. Hearing
Yes,
past tense of Lord Krishna.
yeah. But especially Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says chanting of Hare Krishna. Please read from here. Can someone read from here, please?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Kalyan Vansi, please read.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us an unauthorized program for this purpose, centered around the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This chanting has so much power that it immediately attaches one to Krishna. That is the beginning of sadhana bhakti. Somehow or other, one has to fix his mind on Krishna. The great saint Ambarish Maharaja, although a responsible king, fixed his mind on Krishna. And similarly, anyone who tries to fix his mind on his mind in this way will very rapidly make progress in successfully reviving his original Krishna consciousness.
Yes, another example is Ambarish Maharaj. Savai mana Krishna padar vindayor vachansi vaikunta gunanuvannane kare harer mandir marjanadishu shrutim chakaram sat achyuto kathode. So how he was engaging his hands in cleaning the temple, engaging his ears in hearing Krishna Katha, engaging his mouth in describing Krishna Katha. So in this way, so he's the best example, Ambarish Maharaj. Okay, next. Please continue. Now the sadhana bhakti. Let's continue reading. Now the sadhana bhakti.
Yes, Prabhuji. Now this sadhana bhakti or practice devotional service may also be divided into two parts. The first part is called service according to regulative principles. One has to follow these different regulative principles by the order of the spiritual master or on the strength of authoritative scriptures. And there can be no question of refusal. That is called Vaidhi or regulated. One has to do it without argument. Another part of sadhana bhakti is called Raganuga. Raganuga refers to the point at which, by following the regulative principles, one becomes a little more attached to Krishna and executes devotional service out of natural love. For example, a person engaged in devotional service may be ordered to rise early in the morning and offer arati, which is a form of deity worship. In the beginning, by the order of his spiritual master, one rises early in the morning. Sorry.
Okay, so the Prabhupada is explaining that our sadhana bhakti is of two parts. One is Vaidhi and Raganuga. So he's saying example, for example, getting up early in the morning. In the beginning, we don't want. हमें अच्छा नहीं लगता. But still we wake up. Why? Because of the order of the Guru. It's given in scripture. Srila Prabhupada has told so many times. But gradually, as we advance in bhakti, we would like to get up in the morning. In fact, we want to get up very early, want to chant, want to go to a temple, do arti. We're always thinking how to serve Krishna better. That is the stage of Raga Nuga Bhakti, little higher, okay? Okay. So now, Vedic Bhakti means, Rupa Goswami defines, when there is no attachment or no spontaneous loving service to the Lord, one is engaged in the service of the Lord out of obedience to the order of the spiritual master or in persons of scriptures. Such obligatory service called Vedic Bhakti. That means in Vedic Bhakti, we just follow the instructions of Guru and Shastras. The example, what is the example? So like Sukdev Goswami says to Parikshit Maharaj, Tasmat Bharata Sarvatma Bhagwan Ishwaro Hari Shrotavya Kirtitavyasya Smaratavyasya Ishatabhayam. That, oh my dear king, one who desires to be free from all miseries must do four things. What four things? Shrotavya, he should hear. Kirtitavya, he should chant. Smartavya, he should remember. And that's all. Yes. Three things. Hear, chant, and remember. Okay. So is it clear? Okay. So this is Vedic Bhakti. So we should hear about Krishna, not about demigods. Okay. That is Bhakti. And Sarvatma means is a super soul of everyone. Okay, Bhagwan Ishvaro Hari. He is the Ishwar, he is the controller. Okay. Okay. Okay, now suppose one does not develop Krishna consciousness in human form of life. What will happen to him? If he doesn't become a devotee, then he'll be thrown again in the cycle of birth and death. He'll roam around in 84 lakh species. इसी 84 लाख योनि में वो घूमता रहेगा. Right? Sometimes as a plant, sometimes as a beast, and so many species. So therefore, in order to come out of this cycle of birth and death, we have to somehow or other remember Krishna. Okay? Okay. And in Padma Purana, there is an important verse which says that among all the rules and regulations, what is the essence of all rules and regulations? आपने सुना होगा ये श्लोक, स्मर्तव्य सततम विष्णु विस्मृत्य न जातुसित सर्व विधि निशेषाध्यो एतेरेव किंकर. So how many of you have heard of this verse from Padma Puran? Please raise your hands on Zoom. अभिषेक प्रभु ने सुना है? अच्छा है. तो स्मर्तव्य सततम विष्णु, ये हर समय भगवान विष्णु का स्मरण करना. विस्मृत्य, कभी भूलना नहीं. ये दो रूल्स है. तो जितने रूल्स रेगुलेशंस भक्ति के हैं, these are based upon these two basic rules. Always remember Krishna and never forget Krishna. Okay, now Srila Prabhupada is telling about Varna and Ashram. So you know that the four Varnas, first is Brahmanas. Brahmanas means they are priests or intellectuals. जैसे आज के जमाने में, you know, in today's world, like Brahmanas, it doesn't simply mean priests. No. Teachers, they are also Brahmanas. Scientists, they are also Brahmanas. So those who are doing intellectual work, they are Brahmanas. Those who are Kshatriyas means what? They are warriors. They are statesmen. They are big, you know, like they like to manage big empire. They are Kshatriyas. Then Vaishyas, businessmen, farmers. Then Shudras, or simply servants. Four ashrams: Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyas. So, now what is the aim of all the ashram and all the varna? Who can say what is the goal of varnashram? Everybody should try and do what? Very simple question.
To please Krishna.
Yes, to please Krishna. Very good. So the purpose of varnashram is that we do our activities, whatever varna or ashram we are, but the goal should be to please Krishna. Right? And in Bhagavatam it is said that the Brahmanas, they have come out from head of Krishna because their object, their function is like the head. It guides the body. Kshatriyas are like arms. They protect. So they have come out from the arms of the universal form. Vaishyas are like stomach, because they provide food to everyone. And Shudras are like leg, they walk. So these are the four varnas. There is nothing higher or lower. Like in a body, everything is important. The mind is important, brain is important, hands are important, legs are important. So like that. So these four varnas are four different parts. But the goal of the entire varnashram is to please Krishna. If one does not do that, then whole varnashram is a failure. Okay. And Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that these Brahmanas, Vaishyas, Shudras, they are based on the qualities that people have. Right? Prabhupada says Brahmana is like the head. Right? So what is the main function in the head? We have the mouth. What are the two functions of mouth?
Speaking
speak
and
and to eat.
speaking and eating.
So similarly,
Prashad.
Brahmanas, they have two functions. They are supposed to eat prasadam on behalf of the Lord. So it is said that when Brahmanas, they take prasad, the Lord eats through them. भगवान उनके माध्यम से स्वीकार करते हैं. Brahmanas, Vaishnavas. Therefore, first job they want to nice service, right? Eating on behalf of Krishna. But proper eating is not enough. Second thing, what you have to do is preaching,
the holy
giving
name
the
of
knowledge about Krishna to others.
Chanting, Prabhupada.
हाँ,
Yes.
नहीं दूसरों को ज्ञान देना. तो प्रभुपाद बोलते हैं ब्राह्मणों का दो कार्य है, भगवान के बिहाफ में भोजन लेना और दूसरों को बताना. But what happened? The so-called Brahmanas, they were simply busy in eating. वो भगवान के बिहाफ में खाता दक्षिणा लेना. ये जो अगला कार्य है दूसरों को ज्ञान देना, वो भूल गए थे. They're not preaching to others. That is the Brahmanas, they fell down. But the true duty of Brahmana is not to simply eat or take donation, but actually to give this knowledge to others. ये ज्ञान दूसरों को बांटना, that is very, very important. And Kshatriyas got duty to protect everyone, just like Parikshit Maharaj. When Kali Yuga came, so he protected, he killed him. He wanted to kill him. Vaishyas का काम है food grains produce करना, business करना. But the aim of all these ashram and varnas is to please Krishna. Okay. Okay, we'll read the last paragraph, then we'll end the second chapter. Can someone read? Those who have not read till now. Yes, Meghna Mataji, please read.
Hare Krishna. Thus, the Krishna consciousness movement is so nice that there is no need of even designating oneself Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Brahmachari, Grahast, Vanaprasth, or Sannyasi. Let everyone be engaged in whatever occupation he now has. Simply let him worship Lord Krishna by the result of his activities in Krishna consciousness. That will adjust the whole situation, and everyone will be happy and peaceful within this world. In the Narad Pancharatra, the regulative principles of devotional service are described as follows. Any activities sanctioned in the revealed scriptures and aiming at the satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are accepted by saintly teachers as the regulative principles of devotional service. If one regularly executes such service unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead under the direction of a bona fide spiritual master, then gradually he rises to the platform of serving in pure love of God.
Yes. So Srila Prabhupada is saying that whatever occupation we have now, we just have to dedicate that to Krishna. We have to aim to satisfy Krishna. Okay? So if you do that, then gradually, under direction of a bona fide spiritual master, then gradually we'll rise to the platform of pure love. Okay, now we'll start the third chapter. Eligibility of candidate for accepting devotional service. So who is qualified for bhakti? तो ये इसमें हम लोग चर्चा करेंगे. So let us see the chart. So we saw the 6 characteristics of bhakti. Then we saw different types of bhakti. Sadhan bhakti, bhav bhakti, prem bhakti. Sadhan bhakti is of 2 types. So you can see here which is Vaidhi and Raganuga. Okay. So then we saw now the essence of Vaidhi bhakti is always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. How the 4 social orders may always try to please Krishna. The chapter 3. So that means what is the eligibility for beginning and advancing in Vaidhi sadhan bhakti. Okay. So we'll read now. Let us read a little bit Prabhupada words and then we'll go to the chart. Okay, who would like to continue? Yeah, someone can please start reading.
Should I read, Prabhuji?
Yes, Tushar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. On account of his association with Mahatmas, a great soul, 100% in the devotional service of the Lord, one may attain a little bit of attraction for Sri Krishna, but at the same time, one may remain very much attached to fruitive activities and material sense enjoyment, and not to be prepared to undergo the different types of renunciation. Such a person, if he has unflinching attraction to Krishna, becomes an eligible candidate for discharging devotional service. This attraction for Krishna consciousness in association with pure devotees is the sign of great fortune. It is confirmed by Lord Chaitanya that only the fortunate person, by the mercy of both a bona fide spiritual master and Krishna, will get the seed of devotional service. In this connection, Lord Krishna says in Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, 20th chapter, verse 8, My dear Uddhav, only by exceptional fortune does someone become attracted to me, and even if one is not completely detached from fruitive activities or is not completely attached to devotional service, such service is quickly effective. Devotees may be divided into three classes.
ओके जस्ट
The
एक रुक
devotee,
जाइए
हाँ,
ओके
Hare
वो
Krishna.
बाद में देखते हैं ओके सो अभी क्या
जी.
बोल रहे हैं कि भक्ति कहाँ से मिलता है बाय एसोसिएशन विद ग्रेट डिवोटीज महात्माओं का जब हम संग करते हैं when we associate with great devotees then only we get devotional service okay so this attraction for Krishna consciousness in association with pure devotees is a sign of great fortune so only fortunate people वो जो श्लोक है ना ब्रह्मांड भ्रमिते कौन भाग्यवान जीव गुरु कृष्ण कृपा पाए भक्ति लता बीज that means not everyone भाग्यवान means fortunate so very fortunate people they come in touch with devotional service with the mercy of bona fide spiritual master and Krishna Guru Krishna kripa paye bhakti lata bij so in this connection Lord Krishna says to Uddhava my dear Uddhava only by exceptional fortune does someone become attracted to me okay now we'll go that three types of devotees in sadhana in this Vaidhi sadhana bhakti also the three kinds of devotees Uttam Adhikari Madhyam Adhikari and
कनिष्ठ अधिकारी
कनिष्ठ अधिकारी तो ये कैसे इसको हम डिवाइड करते हैं देखिए तो एलिजिबिलिटी क्या बोल रहे हैं अट्रैक्शन टू कृष्णा सर्विस विच इज मर्सी ऑफ द लॉर्ड एंड एसोसिएशन ऑफ डिवोटीज सो इज नॉलेज एंड रिनंसिएशन नीडेड नो देयर इज नो नीड ऑफ प्रायर नॉलेज और रिनंसिएशन अब देखिए जो ये चार्ट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है उत्तम मध्यम एंड कनिष्ठ the three type grades of devotees can you see this chart everyone
यस प्रभु जी
so uttama devotee means they are strongly convinced their faith is very strong and the knowledge of scriptures is also strong and he can convince others in debate like suppose you believe in Krishna strongly if anyone comes and challenges you uttama adhikari can defeat that person he has strong faith but madhyam adhikari he has strong faith, but he is not so strong in scriptures. So he cannot defeat others. But Kanishta devotees means they are very weak in their faith. Anytime they can change. कभी भक्ति छोड़ सकते हैं because their faith is not that strong. तो तीन तरह के devotees की बात करते हैं उत्तमा, मध्यम and Kanishta. Is it clear to everyone? The exam this question may come that what are the three different categories of Vaidhi sadhana bhaktas. Some more, okay. Now, it is said, these Kanishtas are of three kinds, four kinds. Can someone say which shloka of Bhagavad Gita is this? The four kind of people they surrender to Krishna, distressed, those who need money.
Chaturvida bhajan.
Very good. Chaturvidha bhajante ma. So, these Kanishta adhikaris are of four types. So first category is, Prabhupada will explain actually all this. I'm just summarizing because if we read everything, then we'll take 2-3 months to complete the book.
आर्त अर्थार्थी जिज्ञासु
Yes.
ज्ञान।
तो बताते हैं कि आर्थ सो चतुर्विधा भजन्ते माम जना सुकृतिनो अर्जुना आर्थ अर्थार्थी जिज्ञासु ज्ञानिश्च भर्तर्षभा। अच्छा आप बताइए एग्जाम्पल, चलिए का डिस्कशन होता है. So can someone give me the example of a devotee who is artharthi, who wanted a lot of wealth and he approached Krishna? कोई बता सकते हैं? Can someone say?
Maharaj.
Yes, very good. Dhruv Maharaj. So Dhruv Maharaj, he wanted a lot of wealth. He wanted to have a kingdom greater than his father, greater than his grandfather. So because of that, he approached Krishna. So that's in that stage we can say that Dhruv Maharaj was also like artharthi, Kanishta devotee. But then after practicing bhakti, he became what he became? Uttamadika.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Artharthi. Second, Arth. Arth means very distressed. Was in danger, he called for Krishna. Can someone give the example?
Gajendra.
Gajendra. Very good. Gajendra, he was being killed by the crocodile. In that difficult condition, वो दुखी state में उन्होंने भगवान को बुलाया. Oh Krishna, please. Then he took a lotus and offered to Krishna. Very good. Okay, then
प्रहलाद महाराज प्रभु जी।
नहीं, प्रहलाद महाराज तो प्योर डिवोटी में आएंगे.
ओके ओके।
उन्होंने कभी भगवान को नहीं बोला रिमूव माई डिस्ट्रेस. नेक्स्ट.
Draupadi.
जिज्ञासु प्रभु जी।
हाँ, तो अर्थ अर्थार्थी जिज्ञासु.
जिज्ञासु परीक्षित महाराज।
ओके, बहुत अच्छा एक मिला है, मैं शेयर करता हूँ. देखिए अच्छा फोटो मिला है. कैन यू सी दिस एवरीवन?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, yes.
So Arth means those who are distressed. So one is Gajendra. In this picture, Gajendra praying like elephant and Krishna coming. Then Draupadi, very good. Second example. Who said the example of Draupadi?
Me.
Okay.
Anjali.
That's also, actually Draupadi is a pure devotee, but still we see that in distress how she called for Krishna. Artharthi. So one is Dhruv Maharaj, then other is Sugriv. Because Sugriv also, why he started serving Lord Ram? Because he thought that he will give back his kingdom. Okay. अच्छा example है ना Sugriv. Okay. Jigyasu. So one example of Jigyasu is the sages of Naimisharanya. Okay. The example of Jigyasu is Naimisharanya के जो क्या थे?
Sadhu.
Sadhu.
ऋषिगण।
So because they were asking questions, वो प्रश्न पूछ रहे थे. जिज्ञासु होता है उसके बहुत प्रश्न होता है. Inquisitive. So that is the example. The sages of Naimisharanya. Then Jnani Chatur Kumar, Sanak Sanatan Sandan Sanat Kumar. That is the example of Jnani devotees. So Srila Prabhupada explains about Dhruv Maharaj, about Gajendra, then about Sanak Sanatan thereby because of Jnanis, and the sages of Naimisharanya, they were Jigyasu. Achha, who is the best among these four categories?
Jnani.
Jnani. Because he doesn't ask for anything from the Lord. Like Artharthi, he asked for wealth. Those who are distressed, they say, oh Krishna, please remove my suffering. Those who are inquisitive, oh Krishna, please answer this question. But Jnani means he doesn't ask Krishna anything. Therefore, he is the best. And they're all pious, Sukriti. क्योंकि अगर वो पुण्यवान नहीं होते तो भगवान के पास आते ही नहीं. Understand this point? There are so many poor people in this world. But do every one of them go to Krishna to worship? Tell me.
No.
No, because they are not pious. There are so many people in distress, but do they all pray to Krishna? No. So only those who are pious, those who have done some bhakti in the previous life, they can approach Krishna in the time of distress, or if they want a lot of wealth. This is what Prabhupada explains here. 4 categories of neophytes. Now ये कनिष्ठ के 4 different types है. And Jnani is also, it is said, Bahunam Janmanam Ante. Jnani also is not so easy. After many births, Vasudevam Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudalva. After many births also, the Jnanis, they may not come to the conclusion that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It may take many years for them. Okay. Okay. Now, can someone read from here? It can be concluded.
Yes, Prabhuji. It can be concluded that a person who is freed from the bodily concept of life is an eligible candidate for pure devotional service. It is also confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita that after Brahman realization, when one is freed from material anxieties and can see every living entities on an equal level, he is eligible to enter into devotional service. Hare Krishna.
तो ब्रह्म तो होता है ब्रह्म भूत प्रसन्नात्मा ना सोचति न कांक्षति समा सर्वेषु भूतेषु मद भक्ति लभते पराम. तो यानी ये जो क्वालिफिकेशन है, तो ये हमने चार्ट में देखा 4 काइंड्स ऑफ न्यूफाइट्स जो भगवान के शरण ग्रहण करने आते हैं. डिस्ट्रेस, एग्जाम्पल गजेंद्र, नीड मनी, ध्रुवा, इंक्विजिटिव, शौनका, वाइस, 4 कुमार. बस चारों में से सबसे बेस्ट कौन सा है? वाइस, because they don't ask anything from the Lord and because they have knowledge of Shastras. What were the impediments? जब हम साधना भक्ति करते हैं, वैदिक साधन भक्ति, 2 तरह का impediment आता है. कौन बता सकते हैं? 2 इच्छाएं आती है. 2 desires. What are the 2 desires which are against bhakti? कौन बता सकते हैं?
Desire for liberation.
Desire for liberation and desire for material sense satisfaction. यानी संसार में भोग करने की इच्छा. It's called bhukti and liberation is called mukti. So Rupa Goswami says that 2 enemies of a person doing bhakti. One is desire for enjoyment in this world and desire for mukti. These both are enemies. Okay. So Rupa Goswami says as long as we have this bhakti and mukti desire in our heart, we can never taste the sweetness of
Bhakti.
Very good. That means we have to remove both these things. Okay. Rupa Goswami compares this with witches. So if someone asks the question in the test that what is being compared by witches? Witch जानते हैं ना, राक्षसी, या क्या बोलेंगे उसको, witches को? पिशाचिनी. भूत पिशाच बोलते हैं ना. भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे. हनुमान चालीसा में लिखा है. Bhoot and Pisach. So there are 2 Pisachini who are already there within us. What are the 2 Pisachinis?
Bhukti and Mukti.
The desire for bhukti, desire for mukti. So unless we remove these 2 witches from our heart, Krishna will not come to our heart. Okay? Bilva Mangal Thakur also prays, "Oh my Lord, I don't want anything from you. I don't want material opulence. I don't want liberation." Then Uddhava also says in 3rd canto of Bhagavatam. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also says, which verse Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says? I don't want anything from you, my Lord.
Na dhanam na janam na sundarim kavitam va jagadisha kame.
Yes, na dhanam na janam na sundarim kavitam va jagadisha kame. Mama janmani janmanishware
bhavatat bhakti rahetu ki.
Yes, very good. And Lord Kapil also says the same verse. We'll read some of the verses. Very good. We are going at a very fast speed. We'll complete chapter 3 also today. So now he's giving different examples. Like in third canto, there's a verse. Te darshane yavane udara vilasahase shitavam shukte rita manorita pranam bhaktir achinnato me gatim anvim prayungte. Someone read the translation, Lata Naik Mantri.
Upon seeing the charming forms of the Lord, smiling and attractive, and hearing his very pleasing words, the pure devotee almost loses all other consciousness. His senses are freed from all other engagements, and he becomes absorbed in devotional service. Thus, in spite of his unwillingness, he attains liberation without separate endeavor.
Yes, he doesn't want anything else. Huh? A pure devotee doesn't want any bhukti, any mukti. Another example, third canto, fourth chapter, Ruddhava is saying, what is saying? Konvishate pad saroj bhajam sudurlabhore sudurlabhorartheshu chaturvashapiha tathapi naham pravrinomi bhuman bhavat padambhojanishevano sukham. Sukha. Who can read the translation? Read Lata Naik Mantri. Oh my Lord.
O my Lord, devotees who engage in the transcendental loving service of your lotus feet have no difficulty in achieving anything within the realm of the four principles of religiosity, economic development, sense gratification, and liberation. But, O great one, as far as I am concerned, I have preferred only to engage in the loving service of your lotus feet. Hari.
Yes. Hmm. So that means although Krishna can give everything to devotees, Krishna can give them dharma, artha, kama, moksha, but devotees, they don't want any of these. Understood? That is what Prabhupada is giving different examples. Third canto, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's prayer, that how a devotee, pure devotee, doesn't want anything from the Lord. So that means to begin Vedi Sadhan Bhakti, what do we need? Mercy of devotees. To advance in Vedi Sadhan Bhakti, what do we need?
Association of pure devotees.
Yeah, we need association and we need faith in scriptures. Then for practicing pure devotional service, we should be liberated from all bodily concept, from desire of bhukti and mukti. Is it clear a little bit? See, eligibility for what? To begin Vedi Sadhan Bhakti, what is the eligibility we need? Just simply mercy, because we don't have any qualities that time. Once we get mercy of devotees, we start Vedi Sadhan Bhakti, then how we can advance? By studying scriptures, by practicing different rules, regulations. Once we keep on doing that, when we freed from bhukti and mukti, then we can do pure devotional service. Anya bhilashita shunyam jnana karmadi anabh. हम कब कर सकते हैं? When we are free from desires for bhukti and mukti. Is this point clear to everyone? Okay, now we'll start chapter 4. Hare Krishna. We'll read chapter 4. Very beautiful verse. So this talks in detail. So now we said that how bhukti and mukti both are dangerous for bhakti. Now we see in chapter 4 various examples from Bhagavatam. How different devotees have offered prayers to Krishna and told that, oh Krishna, I don't want material happiness. I don't want liberation. It's a very interesting chapter. But अच्छा chapter है. बहुत सारे we'll read from different scriptures. Sorry. Okay. So who'd like to begin this chapter 4? How does a devotee? Please read. Yes,
So
Ekta
shall
Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Please read.
Chapter 4 Devotional Service Surpasses All Liberation. How much a devotee is seriously attached to the devotional service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead can be understood from the statement of Maharaj Prithu, Adiraj, which is described in Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 20th chapter, verse 24. He prays to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thus, my dear Lord, if after taking liberation I have no chance of hearing the glories of your Lordship, glories chanted by pure devotees from the core of their hearts in praise of your lotus feet, and if I have no chance for this honey of transcendental bliss, then I shall never ask for liberation or this so called spiritual emancipation. I shall simply always pray unto your Lordship that you may give me millions of tongues and millions of ears so that I can constantly chant and hear of your transcendental glories. The impersonalists desire to merge into the existence of the Supreme, but without keeping their
Wait,
individuality.
1 minute, please wait. Yeah. These are words spoken by Prithu Maharaj, very beautiful verse. Nakama nakame na tadapiyaham kvachin nayatra yusma charanam bhujasava mahattamanta hridayan mukhachyuta vidhasva karnayutam esha varah. So, my Lord, give me millions of years. Why? So that I can keep on hearing about your glories from your pure devotees. I don't want mukti if I can't hear Krishna Katha. That is a mood of a devotee. So he always wants to hear about Krishna. And he's saying, Krishna, give me million years. Because he's not satisfied 1 year. Are ek kaan mein kitna sununga? I want million years. Can someone say similar pair spoken by Rupa Goswami? Have you heard? एक बार रूप गोस्वामी प्रार्थना करते हैं मेरे करोड़ों कान हो, millions of mouth हो. क्यों? Because he was not satisfied by chanting Hare Krishna from one mouth and hearing from 2 ears. He wanted more. Therefore, he's praying to Krishna, Krishna, please give me millions of years. Rupa Goswami prays like that. Tunde tandavini vitunate tundavani labhyate kanda kroda kadambini ghatayate kannaredra spriham. And he's saying, give me millions of mouth, millions of years so that I can hear about you. That's the mood of Rupa Goswami. So Prithu Maharaj bhi aisa hi prarthana kar rahe hain. Give me millions of years because I am not satisfied hearing your katha simply from 2 years. Okay, let's continue. The impersonalist. Next, who would like to read?
Hare Krishna.
Continue, no problem. Yes. Anjali Mataji, read.
The impersonalist desire to merge the impersonalists desire to merge into the existence of the Supreme, but without keeping their individual Supreme Lord, because they have no idea of transcendental form of Supreme Lord. There is no chance of their chanting and hearing of his transcendental activities. In other words, unless one is ready beyond liberation, one cannot realize the transcendental glories of the Lord, nor can one understand the transcendental form of the Lord. A similar statement is found in Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th canto, 14th chapter, 40th chapter, verse 44. Shukdev
So
Goswami
Bhagavatam
addressed
mein
Parikshit
Shukdev Goswami.
Maharaj there and said, the great soul King Bharat was so much attached to the sun.
Yes, you can read the
Shall I
translation.
continue? Yeah. The great soul King Bharat was so much attached to the service of the lotus feet of Krishna that he very easily gave up his lordship over the earthly planet and his affection for his children, society, friends, royal opulence, and beautiful
So, okay,
wives.
just 1
He
minute.
was
Yes, Mati,
so
very
very
nice.
lucky.
Hare Krishna, 1 minute. So this word, it's giving the example of Bharat Maharaj. He was the king of entire, greater India, not only India, but India was much greater those days. But he gave up everything at the young age and came to forest. Who came? Bharat Maharaj. Okay. So that's we can see. He had no desire for any material enjoyment or any mukti. Like that, various examples are given in the scriptures. And then he praises Bharat Maharaj. And how he doesn't even care about liberation. He didn't even accept the kingdom. You know, when Lord Ram went to the forest, Bharat Maharaj could have easily become the king, but he didn't accept. Then there's a nice verse by Vitrasur, one of the very favorite verses. You know, Vitrasur's story, all he was demon, but he was a devotee. So we'll chant 4 verses very beautifully. He says, Aham Hare Tava Pade Kamula Dasanudaso Bhavitasmi Bhuya Manasmareta Shurpate Gunamste Grinit Vakarma Karotu Kaya. Saying, Oh my Lord, Aham Hare Tava Pade Kamula. When I will get shelter at your lotus feet, oh my Lord, when I can become servant of your servant so that my mind is always thinking about you. And then he says, Nana kaprishtam na chaparameshtam na sarvabhaumam narasadhin patyam na yoga siddhira punarbhavam va samanjasasva virihe akankshe. Saying, I don't want higher planet. I don't want the king of this earth. No, I don't want all these things. Dhritarashtra Maharaj is saying, Na yoga, say, I don't want Ashtasiddhi in yoga. I only want your devotional service. So this is how there's so many beautiful prayers in this. So let us continue reading. Yes, you can start reading from Nectar Devotion now. No problem.
Prabhuji, shall I start from the where I left?
Just a minute. No. Yeah, from here. Can you see my screen?
No.
You can't see my screen.
This statement is confirmed by Lord Shiva.
Yeah, this statement is come from Lord Shiva and Srimad Bhagavatam.
No, maybe from
Page number 38,
Yeah,
third
Lata Mataji, you
paragraph.
can read.
Okay.
Lata Mataji, start reading.
This statement is confirmed by Lord Shiva in Srimad Bhagavatam 6. Yeah.
Yes, can you
This
see?
This statement is confirmed by Lord Shiva in Srimad Bhagavatam, 6 Canto, 17th chapter, verse 28, wherein Lord Shiva addresses Sati thus, My dear Sati, persons who are devoted to Narayana, Krishna, are not afraid of anything. If they are elevated to the higher planetary systems, or if they get liberation from material contamination, or if they are pushed down to the hellish condition of life, or in fact, in any situation, whatever, they are not afraid of anything, simply because they have taken shelter of the lotus feet of Narayana. For them, any position in the material world is as good as another. There is a similar statement by Indra, the king of heaven, in Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th canto, 18th chapter, verse 74. There, Indra addresses Mother Diti in this manner. My dear mother, persons who have given up all kinds of desires and are simply engaged in devotional service to the Lord know what is actually their self interest. Such persons are actually serving their self interest and are considered first class experts in the matter of advancing to the perfectional stage of life. In the seventh
Yes.
canto of the
So like that, so many examples he's giving. Okay, so yes, so Prahlad Maharaj also says to to his friends that, oh, my dear friends, nothing is unobtainable for one who has satisfied the supreme personality of Godhead. And for devotees, they don't want all this dharma, artha, kama, moksha, etc. Very good. Yes. Okay. Then another verse from 7th canto 8th chapter, where Narad Muni is saying, when demigods offering pressure, Lord nourishing her. Okay, so now who will like to read from here? From men's side, nobody is reading. Balaji Prabhu?
Should I read, Prabhuji?
Yeah, Abhishek Prabhu, the purport of the statement.
The purport, the statement of this one, Prabhuji.
Hmm.
The purport of this statement by Indra is that beginning from Brahma down to the insignificant ant, no living entities are meant for enjoying the material opulences. They are simply meant for offering everything to the Supreme Proprietor, the personality of Godhead. By doing so, they automatically enjoy the benefit. The example can be cited again of the different parts of the body, collecting foodstuffs and cooking them so that ultimately a meal may be offered to the stomach. After it has gone to the stomach, all the parts of the body equally enjoy the of the meal.
Okay, okay. तो ये जैसे बता रहे हैं एग्जाम्पल कि
स्टमक में जाता
हाँ,
है तो
कि we are not meant for enjoying material opulences, right? फिर जैसे और एग्जाम्पल गजेंद्र के एग्जाम्पल बता रहे हैं 8th canto. Gajendra prays, my dear Lord, I have no experience of transcendental bliss derived from your devotional service, so therefore I have asked you for some favor. But another persons who are pure devotees have, by serving notice of great souls, becoming free from material desires, are always merged in the ocean of transcendental bliss, and such are always satisfied, simplified, glorying your auspicious activities. For them, there is nothing else to aspire for. यानी जो highest activity of devotee का वो क्या है? To sing the names of God, to sing different versions. And 9th canto also Dhruva Maharaj says, that Dhruvasa Muni, that devotees, they don't desire all this liberation. Sayuja Mukti or Salokya Sashi, they don't desire all that. So with this, I think we are concluding our chapter 3 also. We wanted very good speed today. There's some more examples I think you can read on your own. Naga Patni is there. There are so many different things you can learn. Okay, we'll end the chapter here. Any questions? इसके प्रश्न है क्या? किसी के भी नहीं है प्रश्न?
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी.
हाँ बोलिए.
प्रभु जी, ब्राह्मणा हेड, ओके, क्षत्रिय आर्म्स, वैश्य स्टमक.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
एंड नेक्स्ट शूद्रा प्रभु जी.
हाँ
Legs.
हाँ, legs shudras, correct. Okay, और एक verse है from Srimad Bhagavatam, very famous verse, you can chant after me. Atmaramasya munayo granthapirukrame kurvante hetukim bhaktim itam bhuto guno hari. Translation, Balaji Prabhu.
Sud Goswami said, all different varieties of Atmarama, those who take pleasure in the Atma or
Speak louder, louder.
Sud Goswami said, all different varieties of Atmarama, those who take pleasure in the Atma or spirit or self, especially those established on the path of self-realization, though freed from all kind of material bondage, desire to render unalloyed devotional service unto the personality of Godhead. This means that the Lord possesses transcendental qualities and therefore can attract everyone, including liberated souls.
They say that even those who are liberated people, they have nothing to do with this world, but when they hear Krishna's name, form, pastimes, they also become attracted. So Shukdev Goswami is like that only. He was an impersonalist, but he became attracted by Krishna's beautiful form, his leelas, etc. Okay. Okay. We know these 5 kinds of liberation: to become one with the Lord, to live in the same planet, Sayujya, Samipya. But devotees never accept the first one, to become one with the Lord. They always want to serve. Okay, let's read the last paragraph. We'll end chapter 4 and we'll end today's class. Yes. Out of many kinds of devotees, please read.
Prabhu, shall I read?
Out of many kinds of devotees,
Balaji, please, sound is very less. Okay, Lata like
Okay,
Mataji, please read.
Out of many kinds of devotees of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the one who is attracted to the original form of the Lord, Krishna in Vrindavan, is considered to be the foremost, first class devotee. Such a devotee is never attracted by the opulence of Vaikunta or even of Dwarka, the royal city where Krishna ruled. The conclusion of Sri Rupa Goswami is that the devotees who are attracted by the pastimes of the Lord in Gokula or Vrindavana are the topmost devotees. A devotee who is attached to a particular form of the Lord does not wish to redirect his devotion to other forms. For example, Hanuman, the devotee of Lord Ramchandra, knew that there is no difference between Lord Ramchandra and Lord Narayana, and yet he still wanted to render service only unto Lord Ramachandra. That is due to the specific attraction of a particular devotee. There are many, many forms of the Lord, but Krishna is still the original form. Though all of the devotees of the different forms of the Lord are in the same category, still Krishna are the topmost in the list of all devotees.
Let's wait. So this is what the last portion of this chapter. It says that how a devotee is attracted to one particular form of the Lord. Like you're attracted to Krishna, you like to always see the picture of Krishna, visit the temple of Krishna. If someone attracted by Lord Ram, so no problem. He'll always remember Lord Ram. So we should not say someone in higher or lower, no. But we should not worship demigods like Kali, Durga, this, that, people, they make big processions. That is not needed. Okay. Okay, so I think today we did good. We completed 2 chapters. Now chapter 4 are completed. So after that, there'll be some 13, 14 more.
Prabhuji, correspondingly, could you please show your chart also, flow chart,
Yes.
4th
Okay.
chapter.
Yes. Yeah, so we completed chapter 4. That how devotees, they reject all kinds of liberation. We saw the example of Prithu Maharaj, who wanted how many tongues? How many
Millions
tongues?
of tongues,
Millions.
and
Millions. Then we saw Bharat Maharaj, how he gave up all different big position, luxury, comfort. Then we saw 6th canto. Which story we saw? Story of Dhritarashtra.
That's true.
Like that, there are so many examples. Prahlad Maharaj, Gajendra, etc. These are the different examples we saw. Like Krishna saying to Uddhava, 10th canto. Hey, Krishna saying, my devotee doesn't want in post of Brahma. Okay, like that, there are so many examples. So I think, so next Actually, the next chapter, again, there will be some examples. Okay, any questions? So far, any questions?
Hare
हाँ तुषार प्रभु
हाँ हाँ, एक छोटा सा मैं आपको इन्फॉर्मेशन
थोड़ा
देना था।
जोर से बोलिए तुषार प्रभु, तो आवाज
हाँ
धीरे आ रहा है।
हाँ, अब आवाज आ रहा है प्रभु?
हाँ आ रहा है, बोलिए।
हाँ हाँ, एक्चुअली यहाँ मैं हैदराबाद में रह रहा था ना, तो यहाँ पे मैं जॉब कर रहा था। तो अभी मैं तरुण मोहन प्रभु, आप जानते होंगे, मैं उनके बेस में एक्चुअली शिफ्ट होने वाला हूँ नेक्स्ट मंथ से।
ओह वेरी गुड वेरी गुड। हाँ हमें तो अच्छे जानता हूँ, राइट।
हाँ, मतलब मुझे बता रहे थे आपके बारे
हाँ
में। हाँ, आपके ब्रदर इन लॉ है, ऐसा बता रहे थे मुझे।
राइट राइट राइट, वेरी गुड। इसलिए एसोसिएशन वुड इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। इससे मतलब
हाँ
जहाँ भी रहेंगे, वी हैव टू एसोसिएट विद डिवोटीज, जय हमारा भक्ति चलता रहेगा। ओके, सो देखिए अभी जैसे आप लोग हैं, तो बिकॉज ऑफ एसोसिएशन आई कुड आल्सो रीड। अगर आप लोग नहीं होते तो नहीं पढ़ पाता मैं। So because we all got together, we read something, we discussed something. This is an advantage of association of devotees. Okay, so we'll end here.
मतलब हरे कृष्ण।
Yes. Any questions anybody has? Otherwise, we'll end now.
Prabhuji, can we share this PPD in the group so that we can relate while
Already shared few days back. Same, I'm referring to the same PPT. It has all the charts.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. It's already there in the group, WhatsApp group.
So will you be giving us assignments also for this? Open book assignments?
Not necessarily. I mean, I'll give a list of closed book questions, so which you can solve on your own, and then we'll have a closed book exam. That's all. We'll have a
Okay.
closed book exam and an open book answer essay that you have to write. Okay. So I think we conclude chapter 4, and the next time we'll start chapter 5. Okay. Thank you all very much, Mr. Prabhupada. And also, sir will very soon, he will make the questions for chapter 18. And we have the last test of Bhagavad remaining, the module 3, chapter 13 to 18. So hopefully, in the month of April, we'll be doing that test. And in the month of May, we'll be doing test of nectar of devotion. So in the month of May, we'll complete our Bhakti Shastri. So thank you all very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna. Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Prandas Prabhuji, are you there?